The very first thing that caught my eagle eye is Hudson! Everyone is so hyper-focused on Jens and his chaotic revenge trap, but I am telling you right now, Hudson is going to emerge as the ultimate new power player long before Jens completely collapses. Jens is nothing but a stepping stone, guys. A total distraction. Jens is running around acting like he is the biggest threat to ever hit the docks, but it is all a facade. Hudson is the one wearing the expensive suits, making the quiet phone calls, and buying up the town from right under our noses. Instead of just being another replacement villain of the week to fill the void, I strongly believe Hudson is secretly pulling the strings and connecting with Serena, Michael, and even Jacinda in a much larger, darker mystery. If this is true, then Jens is just the appetizer, and Hudson is the one who is truly going to plunge our beloved town into absolute chaos. I cannot believe they are setting up another mob war without giving us all the pieces first. We are about to witness a hostile takeover unlike anything we have seen in years, and Hudson is the absolute mastermind behind every single move. And speaking of Serena, do not even get me started on her sudden return. I highly doubt Serena came back just to make a fleeting cameo or help Lucy at the cosmetics company. There is absolutely no way. Lucy must be completely oblivious to what her daughter is actually doing. Serena is not just here to play corporate games, she is a wild card. I suspect Serena knows the true identity or some massive dark secret about Hudson. She is holding on to information that could completely change Michael's future forever. The fact that Serena and Hudson showed up in town at almost the exact same time is no coincidence. We were talking about a heart-wrenching betrayal waiting to happen. Serena is right in the middle of this dangerous vortex, and Michael is walking into a trap, blindfolded, as usual. Does he ever learn? He has the worst track record with women in the history of television. He is constantly being manipulated, lied to, and used as a pawn. Now he has Serena and Jacinda circling him like sharks, and he is just standing there with that confused look on his face. He is going to lose everything if he does not open his eyes and see what Serena is actually hiding from him. Meanwhile, I absolutely refuse to believe that Jacinda is just going to be a helpless victim in all of this. I am calling it right now. The upcoming attack on Jacinda is nothing but a calculated trap designed to push Willow right into the suspect chair. We all know Willow has a history of being the town saint, but even saints have their breaking point. When Jacinda gets attacked, the police are going to find Willow's fingerprints, Willow's motives, and Willow's alibi completely destroyed. Willow is going to be screaming from the rooftops that she is innocent, but the planted evidence is going to be so perfectly arranged that everyone, and I mean everyone, will turn their backs on her. The injustice of it all is a complete mess. Watching Willow get framed and abandoned by her own family is going to boil my blood. How many times can one woman be accused of something she did not do before she finally snaps? This is a classic setup, and Jacinda is totally in on it to get Willow out of the picture for good. If this framing plot succeeds, Willow being locked up in a psychiatric facility is not going to be her final punishment. Oh no, ladies, it is just the beginning. Sending Willow away is going to trigger all her old cult trauma. She is going to be locked in a padded room, screaming that Jacinda set her up, and nobody will listen. This is clearly the writer's sneaky way of covering up Caitlin's real-life vacation. But instead of just letting the actress rest, they are using this institutionalization to completely break the character's mind. When Willow finally returns from her break, she is not going to be the sweet, forgiving mother anymore. She is going to be a cold, calculating, and much more dangerous version of herself. Honestly, I am torn. Part of me thinks this is ruining the character arc we have watched her build for years, but another part of me is screaming for her to get some actual revenge on the people who turned on her. She needs to stop playing the victim and finally fight back against the people who ruined her life. Now, let us pivot to my girl Carly, because the rumors about her are driving me absolutely crazy. I do not believe for 1 second that Carly's biggest goal is still just getting revenge on Jack. That is way too simple for her. Carly has never been one to just sit back and let a man like Jack dictate her life. But Jack is playing a global game of chess, and Carly is just starting to see the board. So, In my opinion, Jack is the one being hunted by multiple dangerous forces right now. Carly is going to realize this, and brace yourselves. She is going to reluctantly team up with Valentine. Yes, Valentine. If Jack is being hunted by international agencies and dangerous cartels, Carly is smart enough to know she needs a powerful shield. As she and Valentine dig deeper, they are going to uncover some truly dark, horrifying secrets about Jack that change the entire game. Carly is too smart to just blindly attack. She is going to use Valentine's vast resources to expose Jack for who he truly is. Because of these dark secrets, Valentine is going to start spending a lot more time around Sunny. But hear me out, it is not to fight Sunny! Valentine has the international spy connections, and Sunny has the local street power. They are going to form an unholy alliance to take out Jack before Jack's schemes spiral completely out of control. Can you imagine Sunny and Valentine actually working together? Putting them in the same room to plot against a common enemy is going to be television gold. Yes, it is a disrespect to the fans who remember how much they deeply hate each other and their bitter history, but desperate times call for desperate measures. Jack has absolutely no idea the massive storm that is coming for him. When Carly, Valentine, and Sunny unite their forces, it is going to be explosive. The entire criminal underworld is going to be flipped upside down, and I am here for every single second of it. And what about Rick? The internet is buzzing with rumors that Rick is going to die, but I am not buying it. I predict that Rick is going to survive his terrifying health crisis, and this near-death experience is going to pave the way for a shocking, emotional reunion with Alexis. Alexis has suffered through dead husbands, crazy boyfriends, and so much heartbreak over the years. Rick is a complicated man, but he has always loved her in his own twisted, chaotic way. When Rick collapses and everyone thinks he is dead, Alexis is going to realize how much she still deeply cares for him. That hospital bedside reunion is going to have us all in tears. If that happens, all these death rumors were just a cruel smokescreen to hide a massive emotional turning point. I have been waiting years for Alexis to find some real happiness, and if they kill Rick off now, it would be a heart-wrenching betrayal. Thank goodness, I think he is going to pull through and give us the romance we desperately deserve after all this tragedy. Over at the hospital, my heart is breaking for Britt. I strongly believe Britt is standing at a terrible crossroads, and it has absolutely nothing to do with Jason. I think Britt is going to be forced to pack her bags and flee town because of a horrifying secret from her past that has finally caught up with her. Britt has fought so hard to redeem herself. She went from being the most hated woman in town to a beloved, respected doctor, and now they are just tossing her out? Whatever this dark secret is, it better be worth it, because forcing Britt to leave is a heart-wrenching betrayal of her entire journey. Just when she was getting her life back on track and finding a fresh start, they pull the rug right out from under her. This is outrageous writing. Why can't Britt ever just be happy? Every single time she finds a shred of peace, the writers have to destroy it. I am so incredibly frustrated for her. And do not think I forgot about Isaiah. A lot of people think he is leaving town soon, but I predict he is staying right where he is. However, his rumored painkiller addiction storyline is not cancelled. It is just being delayed. Isaiah is walking around the hospital acting like he has everything perfectly under control, but we see the signs. The hand injury, the stress, the secret pain. The writers are just letting the tension build and build, sitting on this ticking time bomb. They are waiting for the most dramatic, devastating moment to pull the trigger on his addiction. When Isaiah finally makes a fatal mistake in the operating room because he is high on painkillers, the fallout is going to be monumental. When he finally crashes, it is going to send shockwaves through the entire hospital staff. He is an incredible surgeon, and watching him lose everything to addiction is going to be absolutely tragic. They are just holding off until the canvas is clear for his spectacular downfall. Let us talk about the younger generation, because Jake is coming back, and it is not just for a sweet family reunion with Elizabeth and Jason. Jake has grown up surrounded by secrets, lies, and danger. I am convinced Jake is going to stumble upon a massive, explosive secret regarding Drew. Maybe it is something about the memory mapping, or something highly illegal Drew did to survive. This poor kid is going to become the key witness in a brutal, brotherly war between Jason and Drew. Why do they always have to put the kids in the middle of the mob and family violence? It is exhausting, but I cannot stop watching. Jake is going to have to choose between his father and his uncle, and that impossible choice is going to tear the entire family apart. Jason is going to go to war to protect his son, and Drew is not going to back down. Furthermore, I am not ruling out the possibility that Cameron and Dylan are both returning during this exact same period. Cameron and Dylan represent the legacy of this town, but do not expect warm hugs and happy family dinners. I believe they are coming back to drag the darkest, oldest secrets right back into the light. Imagine Cameron finding out the truth about what really happened to his family, or Dylan exposing a massive corporate scandal. They are going to stir the pot, demand answers, and ruin lives, and honestly, I am here for all the drama. The younger cast is about to carry this show on their backs. We desperately need some fresh energy, and having Cameron and Dylan back to shake things up is exactly what this stale storyline needs. Ultimately, I firmly believe that all these exit rumors are just a massive misdirection campaign by the network. Instead of focusing on who is dying or who is returning, the real question we should be asking is, who is Hudson? And why did Serena show up at the exact moment he set foot in our town? Hudson is the key to everything. He is the terrifying spider sitting in the center of the web. If my theory is right, the final months of this year will not be about Jens or Jack anymore. We are about to witness a brand new, terrifying power struggle with Hudson sitting right at the center of the throne. He is going to drag Michael, Serena, Jacinda, Sunny, and Carly into a deadly, inescapable vortex. I am telling you, ladies, buckle up, grab your wine, and get ready, because the rest of this year is going to be a wild, bumpy ride. I am so stressed out, but I am ready for it. Let me know what you guys think in the comments, because I am losing my mind over here.